Kobe, you're a piece of shit, and I dare you to come say something to my face, because I'd love to slap you.
My fuse is so short, and if I'm at the level where it's a possibility I'm gonna kill them, they say something totally disrespectful to me.
When you have that little voice in your head that starts rationalizing and starts debating with your discipline and starts making excuses, think about where you're gonna be in a week, think about where you're gonna be in a month, think about where you're gonna be in a year, and then get disciplined right now. Right now, just decide to be disciplined right now. By the way, now is already gone, and just be disciplined for that second.
People want to think that people that are mentally strong don't struggle. No, you do struggle. You always struggle, but you win every time. You make sure that you win every time, and you can win every time. But you've got to develop that ability to make yourself do the things you don't necessarily want to do, but you know you should.
If we really want to go where we want to go, we got to get all the rest of this out of our stuff, man. All this dirt, everything that's in our gene, this last bit of losing's got to get out of here.
And do not lie to yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill. You have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
And stay addicted to wanting to it. I can't wait for a camp. I'm kind of nervous for a camp because I know what I'm going to put myself through, what I'm going to get put through. But I can't wait because I know how much stronger it's going to make me mentally, physically. Every camp is so tough. But I just know after that, when I get there, fight people, it comes around, I'm going to feel unstoppable. And it's always been that way.
The warmth of the trophy is relative to the fire that burned to get there. It shouldn't be easy. It should be hard. It should be the hardest fucking thing you've ever done. It should be the shit that you don't want to do. The shit that others won't. If you want to be great, there's a commitment to sacrifice you must make. A commitment not many people do, but a commitment that separates good from great.
Hardworking motherfucker. Be the absolute best person you can be in every single aspect of your life and constantly push for more. You ain't got no problems, just more work to do. You should feel privileged to have this type of pressure in your life, to be able to push yourself to new levels, to not be such a fucking pussy where you look for an excuse around every single corner. I don't know what to do right now. Give me a fucking break.
The lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle. The lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. The lion is not the smartest nor the most intelligent animal in the jungle. And yet when the lion shows up, he is king. You don't need to be intelligent. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to have a certain height. You don't need to have a certain weight. You don't need to have any kind of advantage, and yet you can be a leader.
I'm not scared of chasing losses. Something I grew up doing. We grew up wrestling from the time I was little. And one thing my dad always preached to me was that we were going to go find the best wrestlers and we were going to go beat them. And I felt that same way about bodybuilding.
There's no escaping this. When something happens, it's yours. You own it. And if you have that attitude, you might recognize that, hey, I gotta get control of this situation.
And nowadays, it's very easy to be a fucking coward. Why? We got Instagram and shit. Most folks don't tell you to your face. They go online, they post about like cowards. Don't let cowards get in your fucking head. And last thing, make sure you do you. Stay hard.
That almost underdog mentality, almost like I feel like I'm not there yet. I have to tell myself I'm the underdog. Like I said, we're not done. I'll do whatever it fucking takes to win, you know, and to be my absolute best.
Get that soul. Look down on what you're doing. Be amazed by the process of where you're at now and where you came from.
The most insecure people in the world, the most powerful ones. Remember that. They'll say whatever. How can you not be insecure? Because if you're insecure with the position that you're in position to lose that position. You can never be secured in that position. Because there's always somebody gunning for it.
True.
So how can you be secured when somebody's gunning for you?
Because getting bigger and stronger was the only thing that I thought I was good at. I wasn't good at studying. I wasn't good at pushing myself to do anything else. I didn't care about anything else. That's all I really knew, all I really cared for, always passionate. The only thing I wanted to get better at was working out, getting bigger and stronger.
Top 10, 9th place, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 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 1st.
Every day, do what you're supposed to do. And don't expect some incredible results in 1 day or 2 days or 10 days. Worthwhile things take 100 days.
Maybe they take 500 days. Maybe they take 5,000 days. They take time, but it's little steps that add up.
My work ethic got me started. My work ethic got me most improved. My work ethic got me on the video. You can hold my work ethic out. What are you talking about? I was supposed to be a top 14 pick. My behavior got me in the second round.
Jiu-jitsu, like, I'm training my ass off. When you look at me like, hey, let's roll, or we clap hands, all of a sudden I'm gonna get you. Like, that's what's happening. I'm not nervous, I'm not scared, like, oh, what's gonna happen? So having that humility, that then you can lean into, all right, it's go time.
Listen, dude, I don't know who the fuck is telling y'all this shit's supposed to be easy, and I don't know who the fuck is telling y'all that it's easy for them, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they're fucking full of shit. They're full of fucking shit. This shit is hard. Being a high-achieving person is hard. Trying to win is hard. And when I say being a high-achieving person, even if you're not yet, and that's what you want to be, it's hard. And if you commit to that path, it's hard. And it doesn't matter if your name is Joe fucking Blow or Andy Frisella or fucking anybody else, bro. It's hard as fuck.
Everything you do holds value. There are no shortcuts. You went to every fucking corner, made a left turn or a right turn, and then you went down the next path. Ensured everything in the opportunity was presented, that you got the most out of each situation you could. If you come up short, you know it's not from your lack of effort. You got beat honestly, and that's fine. But you'll never look back on that event and say, fuck, if only I did that. What if I did this? Too fucking late for that.
To fight for what I believe in, chase after my dreams. Nothing's ever gonna be given to you. Everything's gonna be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not gonna get the results. But two, and more importantly, you don't deserve it. You didn't earn it.
Your life is already, planned out. So the only thing you can do is just live every day like it's your last day and be the best person that you can be. Don't try to impress the people on the outside, impress God first.
Pain is a weird thing. Like, it's kind of like not even real, I think one of my greatest strengths is just having a strong mind, just being determined and having a never give up mentality and just like pushing forward no matter what. I don't have the highest VO2 max. I'm not the most talented runner. I'm not the fastest, but I have a really, really strong mind and I'm never gonna give up and I'm always just gonna keep pushing forward.
That's what the winner does. And throughout that process of going, whether you're building a business, you're building a family, you're building your body, you're whatever it is that you're doing, I'm telling you right now, man, as a winner, 80% of the time you're gonna feel like you're failing. 15% of the time you're gonna feel like you're just treading water. You just got your nose above the waterline. 4% of the time you feel like it's fucking over. This is it, I'm about to tap out, but you don't, because that 1% of the time, my friend.
The bigger the bullseye, the bigger the dream, the bigger the goal, the more propensity and easier it is for you to have those moments where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel like you're just treading water, like you're about to drown. You're drowning in the self-doubt, you're drowning in the obstacles, you're drowning in the opposition. And that is to be human.
I think every young man should learn how to fight. I think there would be way less fights because of it. And I don't think you have to be a mean person to learn martial arts. I think it's a skill, and I think you learn it, and then once you start getting good at it, it starts actually becoming fun. And the people who you practice it with, you become close with.
And Holyfield, he looked at it and bite his throat off. He knew he was wrong. He shouldn't have did what he did. He violated me and in turn I violated him. But just because I'm that type of person, I'm that extreme of a person, they fingered me to be a monster. I am who I am, and I'm gonna die being who I am, and I'm gonna live being who I am. This is just who I am. And if you can't handle me being I am, you have a problem within yourself.
You need to reassess things if you're not progressing. Something needs to change. Maybe it's your diet, maybe you need more rest. Whatever that factor is, you need to look at it and try and find out what it is.
And this lifestyle we have is pretty strict and can make you mentally feel not good. But yeah, what triggered that is hard to say.
Nutrition is very, very important. With things becoming clear, spending time alone is very, very important. Getting on your routine to do things that you enjoy is very, very important. All these things will put you on track to find who you are and your purpose.
I look at everybody and say, I'm the most trained person here. I've gone through more mental torture than any of you all can even fathom. So I'm looking at the baddest people on the planet. I'm looking at them like this. You guys can't hold a stick. So I started looking at verses like I don't belong here, versus like I might be the baddest person to ever come here.
If you have a dream, if you have a goal in life that you want to accomplish, I can tell you, hard work, dedication, determination. Always have that dream. Continue to have that vision. Because when you continue to propel forward, you will see accomplishments.
One of the biggest diseases in this life is this aggressive pursuit for comfort. And comfort will erode your soul, comfort will erode your resolve, comfort will make you less patient, it will make you less kind, it will make you less resilient. Because I do think every man was created, every human being was created for a battle to fight, an adventure to have, and a beauty to win.
You have to do it for you because no one will see the amount of work. No, like if you want credit for the work, you've already lost. You can get credit for the outcome, but you will never get credit for the work. Like you have to accept that, real. You have to accept that. You will never get credit for the work. If anything, you will get criticized for the work. The people around you say you work too much. They'll try and pull you away from the work. But the work needs doing.
Do you believe in you, period? Take away your jersey, take away your number, take away that thing that's on the back of your shirt, your family name. Do you believe in you? That if you didn't have sports, you would be successful. I don't give a darn if I had sports or not. I was still gonna be something and somebody, and I was still gonna affect and infect our society.
3 things that has helped me get to the point that I am now, and something that you can take with you is study. You know, a lot of athletics is not just a physical thing. You know, I try to study my competition. I try to study nutrition. I'm big on the mental game when it comes to being an athlete.
If I put more days in work, then he's not going to be able to catch up.
Yeah.
Because in the heat of the battle, when it comes time for us to go head to head, you going to gas before me. If I take my body through hell in training camp, what can you possibly do to me? You know, I already been through the fire.
I talked to a group of lawyers this week. When I got done, one guy came over to me frustrated. Man, I keep on failing. Took me 4 times to pass the bar. I'm trying to start my business. I keep on failing at that. The whole time he was talking to me, I started smiling. He goes, why are you smiling? I said, because you missed it. I don't see failure. I see grit.
It's a heartbeat, guys, at the end that really wins it. At the toppest level of competition, everyone's got the talent. Everyone's got the perseverance. Everyone has it all, and everyone wants it. But somebody wants it more. Someone's heartbeat is constantly beating for it. Not just when people are watching, not just in training, but when they're sleeping, they're dreaming of it. It's a constant cycle.
Consistency is the most reliable trait that all of the successful people that I've been around have got. Like, no one is successful who isn't consistent. Consistency won't guarantee success, but not being consistent will guarantee that you won't be successful. And electing to do hard things very regularly would probably be a close second.
You need to love pain to be an athlete. And I know no pain, no this, whatever, all the, you know, the correct. Oh my, no, this is real. You need to love pain.
You young kids understand this. It's a privilege to be in this sport. Everyone wants to be in and make that big dollar. I wish it was a perfect world and we could, but it's not. I'm not going to make big dollars coming back because I don't deserve it, but I'll earn it. I'll earn it just like every rookie coming up now. And I won't complain about who the fuck they want me to face. You want me to face the best? I'll face him. You want me to fight the worst? I'll fight him. You want me to fight the dirty fighter? I'll fight him. I'll fight my fight. I'll fight my fight, and afterwards, I'll give homage to the guy that I fought. That's it.
Wrong things. Yes, young people today, what do they want? Most of them just want to be famous.
They want to be famous, and they think that money makes them rich. And your skills make you rich, not the money. If you don't have the skills and you don't have the mindset, you're going to keep poor all the time.
Not only that, you're not going to have the satisfaction of knowing you got really good at something.
No.
There's something about getting really good at something that gives you a deep satisfaction that's not available anywhere else.
I think the lowest point was when I got beat by Pacquiao. It was absolutely devastating defeat. I was walking down the street, you know, and I'm thinking, is everyone laughing at me?
If you need alcohol to feel alive, then what happens when it's gone?
Real peace comes from discipline, from knowing who you are and what you fight for. When I wake up at 5 a.m. to train, I don't need alcohol. I have my purpose, I have my creator. If you want to feel alive, don't look in the bottle, look in the mirror. Find your purpose, fight for your future.
Bodybuilding's not easy. You gotta get in the gym and go after it. Sometimes in the gym you need to be quiet and not train, or go to the gym and just do abs, and relax. In life, sometimes you need to come to the beach and just relax and look at the ocean, and the answers come. But the message is that you gotta keep moving forward, you gotta keep getting up, and pretty soon people look at you, God, they're so successful, they're lucky. No, if you work hard, the answers will come.
That's the goal. So I got a goal very firm in my mind when I'm going there, which is important. For me, the biggest thing was a discipline. It was a personal challenge. If you can overcome, if something's painful, you don't want to do it, right? But if you can overcome that, and like, if your body's telling you to eat and you can discipline yourself to say, actually no, I'm in control here, then other obstacles in life are not going to be so difficult.
I mean, how many people wake up, 20 minutes before they're supposed to leave the door and just frantic, like, where's my black shirt? Where's my black shirt? Who moved my shoes? Where are my car keys? Like, that's a terrible way to start the day, but you're the one who's doing that. If you just spend 10 minutes the night before, take your shower, lay out the clothes, put them in the logical order you're about to get them dressed in the next morning, and go, you'd be surprised how fast you're actually making a cup of coffee. Man, I did my entire morning routine in less than 5 minutes.
Not every one of us has the chance to be the best. It's just the truth. I hear people say it all the time. If you believe you can be the best, you can go do it. No, it's not true. Listen, I know a lot of people that could never beat LeBron James one-on-one in basketball, but every single one of us has a chance to be our best. And I think that's a worthy end goal. With my life, with my opportunities, with what God has given me, I only have one chance.
You want to keep running till your legs are painted, till you're gonna die, you're gonna fall out. You gotta run until your stomach feels like it's gonna burst, till your heart starts pounding. You wanna quit. Feels like you can't go another inch, can't go another step, but you keep going. What kind of man is that? You should just go until you wanna fall out in your tracks. And then after that, you've only gotten about halfway through because, come on, man.
You saw me with that mountain, what weight was he? That mountain was fucking 7 foot. He was 7 foot and I folded him, so I can go all the fucking ways. I'm afraid of no one. I'll go up and fight anyway. And that's it, anyone can come down and step in that cage with me or any cage and see how they fare. But nobody fares well, that's for sure.
What do you do for recovery?
We just go home, sleep good, eat clean, good food, just nothing special, honestly. But don't drink something like bad. Just sleep and eat good. I think this is most important.
Do you have any insight what the difference is for someone who finishes and doesn't? Because I've heard you say I respect guys who didn't finish it too, right? So is there some separators? Did your ability just go away when the pain happens? Or what is it?
There's only one separator, man. And anybody, not just Navy SEALs, but anybody that can accomplish anything that is hard. The only separator is that they really want to be there.
The last decade of my life has been dedicated to just this, and now I'm not doing it. Like understanding that nothing will ever replace the feeling that came from this. Whether good, bad, things that come to my life, it won't be the same as this beautiful moment that I had stepping on stage. There's so much sadness in leaving something, but also so much gratitude to have loved something so much. I spent a decade putting everything I had to being the best at something.
I didn't want to be like Muhammad Ali. I wanted to kill you with my stare. I came from filth and scum and sewage. I wanted to be ferocious.
He said, I don't want you to go back to Brooklyn because you'll get in trouble and get killed or go to jail. I want you to go to this man, this guy could take you to the next level.
I don't trust anybody in general. I don't like people to know me at all. And I just recently trusted him because the same much I trust him, I guess he trusts me. And he trusts me a lot. So nobody really knows Mike Tyson. Nobody really friendly with Mike Tyson.
Why?
Except Customado.
Because sometimes I want to feel normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want to feel like, dude over there that nobody bothering, that's sitting there enjoying his fucking sandwich and just chilling and living his life and laughing at something that's on his phone without getting tapped on or feeling like I got, you know what I mean? And I just got fed up and just wanted to just like lash out. That's where it came from.
Me personally, I would ask him like, what's your favorite submission? Dark show. I'm gonna submit you with that.
This is a guy that's trained and coached by Khabib, who, 28-0, stories that he's never lost a round in his life.
I take him close to Khabib. I will submit him closer to Khabib.
Sometimes you don't know what you have until you fucking lose it. Don't let the fact that you can wake up every fucking morning, move your legs, jump out of bed, do your shit, and have no fucking problems. Don't just take that for granted, man. There's a lot of people who would be dying to be in your shoes.
3-4 miles not enough. Running fast, no. Slow running, consistent running, no music in your ears. This is cheating. Cruel, isn't it? It's like, oh, that's too extreme, man. I mean, we're out there, it's motivational. No, what's motivational is being able to actually handle the silence. You, the road, and that's it.
And you got to have a mentor who's experienced, who's been there, done that, and as a result of that relationship, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame.
Good days, bad days, keep going. See, look, me and you both know life is unpredictable, but the one thing that you should be able to predict is the fact that you're gonna show up the next day. You should be able to count on yourself and know that when in doubt, you got you.
Again, please don't call me arrogant, because what I'm saying is true. I'm European champion, so I'm not one of the bottle. I think I'm a special one.
That's another root of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, And I think that I fell victim to that in my past, of worrying about things that I can't control. If the people understood what words could do.
This ain't you, the real you, bro. Study all you want to, but the second that fucking computer comes on with 150 questions, this ain't you, man. Somehow, it comes back, I passed again. But that real me back here every fucking time is saying, I ain't you. And I have to outwork that voice.
Is no, you must become this or you must become that. You can become everything. As long as the mind is free and it's not preoccupied with any ideas of the parents, of the government, of the society, of the advertising, of the propaganda, of anything like this. The free spirit. Whatever keeps the free spirit alive.
Before you win, everyone will ask you, why are you working so hard? And after you win, everyone will remind you, you got lucky. See, the thing is, first they doubt. Your hard work will not make any sense to most people.
A lot of you guys, you don't know your purpose, and you feel like you don't have no purpose. But the truth is, the fact that you wake up every single day, the fact that God gives you breath in your lungs every single day is a sign that you do have purpose. And you have to keep walking in your walk to find that purpose. It's gonna get tough, people are gonna hate on you, people are gonna doubt on you, people are gonna throw dirt in your name. That's a part of the journey. You have to embrace it.
You said that, you're fighting yourself, that's your ultimate opponent. If Conor McGregor had a demon, what is the demon that you battle inside, your day-to-day demon? What is it that you need to overcome within yourself?
Just staying on the straight and narrow, because I can be a product of my environment, you know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd, I just kind of become whatever, you know what I mean? So that's why I like to be isolated.
I was hurting myself a lot. What happens is if you're abused at home, like for instance your dad, if he beats me, when you're little, you have 3 responses. It's like an animal. You can fight, flight, you can run away, you can fight back, but I couldn't do any of those. And the third one is called freeze. That means the emotion is trapped inside you.
Permafrost, yeah.
Like permafrost. You don't have to act from that pain. What changed for me, I don't act it out anymore. I was acting out the pain in my own life.
I don't know, I'm just waiting to fight a perfect fight. I just want to hit the punches. It's not right, you know what I mean? I can see, you know what I mean? I'm not satisfied because it's not right. I'm not hitting the punches with the way I want to. And the guys are doing, like, at first I always wanted the guy to have delayed reaction. You know what I mean? You hit a guy, boom, and he waited like a couple of seconds, and then he falls or something like that. And I accomplished that a couple of times. And I got a couple of cold knockouts. I want to make a sound now. I'm looking for a sound. I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen it done before, and I'm looking for the sound.
Resilience is that muscle. You build it by failing and just trying to stay positive and trying to get back your feet and going again. Big mountains are humbling, and sometimes you take on these big projects and it's about, come on, we're going to do it. But you see the reality of it close up, and it's dark and difficult and confusing. But you know, that's just life.
Beat you in one-on-one if it ever happened in practice?
No one. I'm not trying to be like, you know, but that's what I do. If there's going to be a player that beat me, retired on that last shot in Utah in '98.
I want it to be tough, you know. When you feel you are out of breath, you have blood in your mouth.
You love
your body is tired, your spirit is a bit broken, and let's see who is gonna be broken the most, and which spirit is gonna let go before the other, you know.
It says, okay, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why this? Why that? But if you are already knowing that this is gonna happen to you, and only those people who have been there 1,000,000 times in their minds and have suffered 1,000,000 times and realize I will be miserable and accept that, you have all the answers to these questions that your mind starts to give you when you're in suffer mode. Because what happens is when you get in a horrible situation in life, your mind, I call it my 1-second decision. Why?
Because I'm a warrior. Don't complain. If you're going to complain, you can't be in here. I gave my word. I'm willing to give my life. Well, now I'm having it taken away from me. And this is it. And that was the feeling from the 6th round. He battered me for another 5, certainly another 4. But I had given my word to myself. I'm willing to die. Anyone must kill me.
I remember this one time I going out to do my chores Saturday morning, mow the lawn, and damn lawnmower didn't start. Checked everything for it to start. I go inside and said, Dad, can you help me? I can't get the lawnmower started. He turned around, saw his motor, and he got up, walked with me through the kitchen, through the garage, out the backyard, went to the lawnmower, messed around, pulled a couple things out, about 10 minutes, boom, cranked it. And while the lawnmower was running right there, he came over to me and bent down and looked me in the eye and goes, see, son, you were just having trouble.
What do you want? Because a lot of people are unclear what they want from life. They don't sit down and think through. We are writing our own life story every day, and yet we don't think about it. Who do we want to be?
Everybody talks about Mamba mentality. It's not a mentality, it's a lifestyle. His level and attention to detail and obsession was like none other. He was shooting around somewhere and he was like, his shot was a little bit off in warm-ups, and he called the people, he goes, hey man, the rim on this basket isn't right. And they're like, no, it's right. He goes, no, I want you to measure it. It was an 1/8 of an inch off.
I was obsessed moving people out the way and just going into training in my car, obsessed to be the best player in training every single day. And if I didn't, I'd go home and think about it and try and do it again the next day.
And when I got to the bottom, I had a big decision to make. Either I was going to quit or I was going to start over. And that's when I decided to take ownership of my life. I decided to find my reasons for playing, and I did. And I went to work every day by setting daily goals and telling myself, I don't know if I'll ever be back to number 1, but I know one thing I can do. I know I can control what is in my control, which is my work ethic and my discipline and my focus and my relentless spirit of trying to make myself that one day better.
People say, well, did you hit a rock bottom? No, I didn't hit a rock bottom. I just got tired of digging myself out of messes I would create, hangovers, not being the best version of myself. And I'm like, why am I doing this? And I just got to a point where I was like, man, I am not the best version of myself. I am not. And now it's 4 years without drinking and working out all the time, eating really well. I'm the best version of myself.
Whoever you surround yourself with, you around 10 broke niggas, you're gonna be the 11th one. You around people that have high standards for themselves, got high integrity, got high standards for their friends, for their people. You know, that's gonna rub off and you're gonna have that type of energy around you. So if you with somebody and they somebody that's high energy or a powerful person, you know, that's motivation for you to stay on top of your game.
That's what you're lacking. You're lacking the work and the discipline to stick to the lessons that you already learned, and the mistakes that you keep making over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. The second that you guys can stop making the same mistakes over and over again, and the second that you guys have the emotional discipline to say fuck no to those lessons and fuck no to those mistakes, that's when you improve. That's when you crash through the brick wall, and that's when you get to the next level.
Because pain, you're gonna have it all the time. Uncertainty and constant work. It doesn't matter what's happening. It's gonna happen in your life. You have to continue. This is the way I see the life, and football especially.
We are not allowed to be normal. You know, I've been in fights where I wanted to wet myself, the beating was so bad, but I had no choice. Why? Because integrity doesn't allow. No one stopped that fight when I went 12 rounds with Carl Thompson. And no one actually felt sorry for me either. What is this feeling sorry for fighters because they're hurt? You're supposed to get hurt.
A man's most valuable, most important resource is his good name. If a man ain't got a good name, he ain't got nothing. So don't lie. Be respectful. You know, be respectful to others. Be respectful to your elders. Even if they're not respectable, they still been through life enough. You know, their position earns them what their behavior won't.
Why you walking this earth, bro? You here by your motherfucking self. It ain't no, I don't gotta take a burner over there, bro. I walk with God. Well, guess what? Them niggas is walking with God too. How many motherfuckers you know? How many killers you know that pray to God? How many people you know say I walk with the devil?
You're always going to be nervous in life when something's important, whether it's going on stage or something difficult in life. You know, difficult things make you nervous. It's like there's an anticipation, there's an understanding of the difficulty of something you're about to pursue and whether or not you're going to fall short or whether or not you're going to succeed. Mm-hmm. That shit makes people nervous. But the physical confrontation nervousness is a bad one. That is a paralyzing fear. When you fear of being bullied, or fear of being hurt, and you can't do anything about it, that devastates people. That puts them in a deep, deep depression.
It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of, but all you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do, or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful in whatever you put your mind to.
You don't want to wait until there's pressure to start preparing, getting it done. Do the work in advance so that you're not up against the wall and scrambling, because then it's not good work. Get way ahead of it. You don't put off to tomorrow what you could do today. You don't become mentally tough by getting your shit together on race day. You become mentally tough by getting your shit together on the 90 days preceding.
Why Cristiano is the #1 follower in the world? Why? Why do you think? Many things.
There's goals,
football,
trophies, and
family, way, lifestyle, everything. Because people say, why they follow? Because they, in some way, they like me. You understand? I think, and they criticize, always going to exist, and it's part of the business. For me, this is not a problem.
You know, I know there's tough days out there, right? Those tough days where people want to like take off. You know, sit on the couch. They want to call in sick for work. And, you know, it feels good when you wake up and you're like, oh man, I'm just gonna call sick and just play hooky today. But a couple hours later, when you're tired of sleeping and you get up, you realize that the world that you live in just continued to live without you. And we went to work, but you didn't go to work. Some major event happened you weren't part of. What I'm trying to say is that you get tired of sleeping at one point.